today we are trading after holiday, after OPEC, so it's good to review where are we with relation to bigger time frame. So on monthly we are one time framing higher, pretty healthy, above December highs, and still looking for balance after we broke from this 4-month balance. On the weekly we got an inside week last week, so it was pretty narrow range, and we might break it fairly easily, and this could bring potential opportunity either to the downside, targeting weekly lows, or to the upside, targeting maybe double of this weekly range, which could line up with this 8-year high. So far so good. We are above previous balancing third week within this range. And on the daily we've made balance now traded below, got rejected from previous balance, and last Monday's session was in between those balancing ranges, but now we are in the overnight back into the balance near all-time highs. There's one more interesting chart I started to look at. So Friday broke below this average line from the linear regression, and we tested first standard deviation down overnight. No. Overnight I think tested first standard deviation, and Friday tested the lows. Yeah, and now it moved a little bit, and Monday tested first standard deviation. Now we are back to the average. So we aren't extended anymore, like we were here or here. On this chart we can see that from the lows it's pretty big recovery. We've made 50 points, give or take, and it's pretty light volume because it is holiday trading. And after Friday I think that we can see some trapped shorts that were leaving for the weekend fairly happy. Looking at the profiles, it is the same story, which is this balance that we were last week. We broke lower, and now we are back above. We are gapping over a gap, so this is going to be really an interesting day to begin with. Overnight Asian session trended higher, and now we are balancing just around Thursday's lows. So I think that we might see some inventory adjustments from Friday's settle, and I will be monitoring if we are to close this gap. I will slightly watch this day for a reference, but it is lining up with overnight low and with the CME settle from Friday, so those areas are those references are overlapping, and it's not that distinct. Here I have also some fib levels if we are going to retrace this bounce. So first three they are in line with other references, so not that important, but they are still there. So I will be monitoring if we are able to fill the gap and reject or find acceptance below. If we are to make an excessive move at the lows, I'd like to enter longs, targeting first point of control, then overnight highs, and really big resistance will be here. And similarly, if we I will switch colors. If we start strong, I will be monitoring if we create an excessive move here, or maybe here. This is going to be my area for hunting for shorts. If we break higher, I'm not sure about this area, maybe, but I don't want to catch shorts on a trend day up. So if we start one-time framing higher, I think I can give only one chance for shorting. If we start building value here and make a move higher, then I will be more happy to short, targeting point of control. And if we start lower and find acceptance within Friday's range, so the move is impulsive down and retest of Friday's high, then I'd like to enter shorts. Well, volume point of control is quite high, so we might see rejection from value area from point of control from Friday. But if we are unable to get above Friday's high, then I think the opportunity is still there to trade the value range from Friday and to treat it as a rejection from this entire balance zone. I treat this area as a separation of this balance and as a continuation or digestion of the move lower. What profile can we expect? Well, if we start trending higher, I think that we might see another P-shaped move. I'm not sure if we can trade through entire last week's range within one day, given that this up move was in the overnight. It is questionable, but the range isn't that big, so it's around 55 points or something like that, or whatever. It is possible, but I think that we might see some resistance at least around 3,800. It is also higher boundary of Monday's expected, Tuesday's expected move from implied volatility. So I think this should provide some resistance. And to the downside, if we start trading lower, I'm not sure if we can break Friday's lows today without any catalyst, because at that point we would see an outside day downs, and we had 40 points, give or take. So without any catalyst, I think that we might see value overlapping with rejection below this value area low. If we see any catalyst, then of course we can see some potential trend to the downside, but until we see strong volume and single prints, then there's no reason to think that we might trend lower.